The light of the new groundbreaking 3D scan of the Titanic, which allows viewing the ship as if all the water of the ocean had been drained, has opened a new frontier of debate on the Titanic sinking, potentially dismantling a century-old understanding of one of history's most infamous maritime tragedies. But remember that these are crazy conspiracy theories, so let's imagine for the moment that these are nothing more than fiction stories. Whether the Titanic suffered damage from riding over a submerged iceberg shelf, as Stevenson suggests, or was the victim of a larger conspiracy, the enduring mystery of its sinking continues to captivate everyone. The Titanic grazed an iceberg, causing a 120-meter breach in its double-reinforced steel hull. But it's improbable that ice could cause such damage. Upon further investigation, we encounter unknown surprises. The Titanic had a twin, the Olympique, both owned by J.P. Morgan. A separate strand of evidence hints at a more dramatic theory, a potential switch between the Titanic and its sister ship. The latter had a severe accident that left it almost unusable. However, it was not insured, and the repair was Morgan's responsibility. In a cunning move, Morgan swapped the names of the ships and decorated the damaged Olympique to look like the Titanic. During the inaugural journey, the damaged Olympique sailed disguised as the Titanic, and the insurance paid the sum of $5 million of the time. The real Titanic continued sailing under the name of the Olympique until 1935. But the surprises do not end here. A ship, the SS California, loaded with blankets and jerseys, set sail 5 days before the Titanic and anchored at the disaster point. It's odd that the experienced Captain Smith deviated from his course and that the lookout had no binoculars. It's strange that the radio stopped working hours before and that white flares were launched instead of red ones. And it's even more strange that J.P. Morgan and 50 of his friends, some of whom were in favor of the creation of the Federal Reserve, decided not to board at the last minute. Curiously, many of those who opposed the creation of the Federal Reserve, including the Ashton, Guggenheim, and Strauss families, died in the disaster. This allowed supporters of the Reserve, including Morgan, to create it without opposition the following year. The Titanic was found in 1985, and to everyone's surprise, there was no 120-meter breach, but multiple holes from 1 to 50 centimeters caused by internal explosions. Even more, the name Olympique was found on the propellers. There's a book, Titan, by Morgan Robertson, that narrates the Titanic incident with chilling accuracy, written 14 years before the sinking. This series of events raises serious doubts about the truth behind the Titanic. Whether the Titanic suffered damage from passing over a submerged iceberg shelf, as Stevenson suggests, or was the victim of a larger conspiracy. They say that fate is not without irony, and the dollar begins to show signs of losing its hegemony at the same speed that ships sank more than a century ago.